Hi, my name is Coach Sean, and in this video, I would like to elaborate on the three most common myths in the health and fitness industry. So stay tuned. So, the first and most common myth that I want to address is just the fact that it is impossible for a female to bulk and become bulky from lifting heavy weights in the gym. It is in fact important that females lift and build as much muscle as possible early on in their life, because as we get into the later stages of our life, our muscles will diminish and we need as much muscle tissue as possible on our bodies to function later in life. But females will have a much more difficult time acquiring that because of their hormonal balances. Mainly the testosterone in females is so low that you cannot facilitate the growth of muscle in the same manner that a male could. So you will not get that bulky look from going in the gym and lifting heavy weights. It's actually needed for your body in longevity purposes. So get in the gym, ladies, hit those heavy weights, start a workout routine today. Don't worry about the bulkiness. It will quite literally be impossible. And for that woman you see in the gym that's jacked, veiny, that is due to additional supplementation, if you know what I mean. So don't worry about acquiring that look. That won't be possible for you. The second most common myth in the health and fitness industry, and I would argue is the number one factor, and that is that cardio is the sole driving force behind body fat loss. I get a lot of new clients that come to me and they want to just be gung-ho at creating an overwhelming cardio schedule for themselves because they have that false mindset, like so many of us, that cardio is going to be what causes the body fat loss. This is somewhat true, but also not altogether true. And here's why. You see, if you have an unhealthy lifestyle, eating poor foods, unhealthy nutrition, unhealthy sleep, and stress levels, your hormones will then become out of balance, actually holding you back from dropping body fat. So you could actually be doing an hour of cardio in the morning, an hour in the evening, but if your nutrition is off point, causing your insulin levels to spike, or if you have high stress levels from poor sleep or a stressful environment, again, will cause cortisol, which will in turn influence your insulin, and that insulin will hold you back from actually dropping body fat. So hormones are going to be much more important, or I should say hormone health is going to be pinnacle over cardio, which comes down to lifestyle. So fix your lifestyle, body fat comes off much easier. So the third most common myth in the health and wellness industry is the simple statement that if I eat less, I will in turn lose body fat. This is incorrect, because what I actually see is people who are eating less meals per day, not reducing certain macros. Now that's what we need to be focusing on, is a specific reduction in macro count, not overall meals per day. So typically I'll have somebody tell me that they were eating 3 meals a day and try to reduce it down to 2 or even 1. This is actually going to slow down your metabolism. It is also going to actually cause your body to take muscle tissue for fuel rather than body fat, doing the exact opposite that you want to accomplish. So what you do need to do, instead of repressing the amount of times per day you eat, is actually increase the amount of times per day you eat and focus on one macro, and that is your protein intake. You need to be eating enough protein to hold on to your current muscle tissue. If you don't, your body will take away from that rather than body fat. Otherwise, fats and carbs can be played with, and you want to reduce those overall per day rather than the amount of times per day you eat to drop body fat.